Raymond Cox, race director, second year as the Scottish Widows Parish Walk. What did Scottish Widows sponsorship bring to the event last year? Did it make any difference to the competitors?
Well, we're really pleased that Scottish Widows have taken on the headline sponsor of the Parish Walk, and they bring to the parish a professionalism with PR. They're very keen on the Parish Walk, and they bring their whole department to help us. And of course, they have retained Roger Black. So we were very pleased to see Roger Black last year. He had a slight taste of the parish. I think he's got the bug because he maintains he's going to enter it. And he says he's going to have a go at doing the whole thing. So we're looking forward to welcoming Roger Black back, and perhaps he might bring some of his fellow Olympians as a team. You never know.
Is there a suggestion that he will? Is that just a teaser, or can you name names? Or?
Well, put it this way, he did say last year that he would love to come back, and he has always maintained that in order to train effectively, you're better off with a group. So he does have a group of very well-known ex-athletes, and perhaps they may show up on the start line. So nothing confirmed yet, but we live in hope.
And the format for this year, it will be exactly the same as last year. I don't think there's any change to the start time or anything like that. So 1st of December, entries launched that you can enter online on the 1st of December. What happens then? What role do Scottish Widows play between now and then?
Well, primarily very much in the background initially, but things move on into the new year when we'll be having our sponsors lunch. So that'll be the first big PR event, and that will happen in late February, early March. The next big event then that we will have is Roger Black will be coming back to the Isle of Man, and he will be doing another walk talk forum, which will take place one evening time at the beginning of April, date to be confirmed. But we will look to have an evening event, have a local venue, so that we can attract maybe more people to come along and find out the nitty-gritty about the Parish Walk. There will be a panel of experts who will address any questions that people have. Roger will be on hand, a motivational speaker. He's a wonderful motivational speaker. So we hope to have quite a big event, and that will be the beginning of April. Things move along then, of course, hotting up as the days get a little bit longer and people start to get out walking a bit more. Of course, not to forget their entry, getting it in early, because we have a classic rush at the end. Closing date for entries is the 15th of May, and that is absolutely a rigid date. We will not accept any late entries, so we'd hope that everybody gets their entries in nice and early. www.parishwalk.com, and follow the icon for entry details. And then, of course, it's leading up to the big day on the 26th of June. And obviously Scottish Widows will be doing quite a bit of PR in the local press, radio, online, off-island publications as well. So they take a very big role in promoting the race, both on the island and off-island.
And just to pick up on that date, it's quite a late date again this year. The Island Games are just starting around that time. Was there anything that could have been done to avoid that date?
Well, we would like to have come back 1 week earlier, but again, the TT is falling a little bit later than perhaps other years, which means the gap between the end of the TT and the Parish Walk would only have been 1 week, which is really not enough time for us to organise some of the infrastructure facilities that we must have in place, such as toilets, barriers, police, and these sort of things. So given the short time span between senior race day on the 12th of June and the parish, we just couldn't fit it in. So therefore we've moved to the following weekend. But hopefully in 2012 and in the years to come, we might come back closer to the longest day.
Moving on to the timing system, it's quickly become established that one of the main features, one of the things that really has impressed people about the Parish Walk has been the timing system, whereby everybody who passes the church can get time text to their supporters, available on the website and everything. Those expectations were dashed a little bit last year when the system was running a bit slowly. Will it be back to its former glories this year?
Yes, we're very grateful to Manx Telecom for coming in and supporting the whole results service. They put a tremendous amount of resources into providing the service that we've now become so used to, and we expect such a rapid and instant messaging service and instant results service. Sport Ident UK, who look after the entries and the results service for us, have assured me that any glitches that occurred with the website and particularly the results pages will not happen in 2011. We have some new software written which will address the issues that cropped up last year.
And for those people who have not seen the service that's provided, can you just explain what happens as a walker passes the church at Rushen? What happens then with the timing system?
Right, each walker has got what's called an SI card. This is effectively a chip which records their details. When they go to each of the churches, they log into a docking station which electronically records that number. It also then sends an automatic message, SMS message, which will say walker number such and such has checked in at such and such time. So therefore, two mobile numbers that the competitor will nominate on the website will receive these text messages. So effectively, support people can monitor their walkers without necessarily coming out onto the road and following them every step of the way. So we'd certainly hope that in the early part of the race, where we have such congestion with cars, large number of walkers, large number of cars, that perhaps people could be more strategic in meeting up with their walkers further along the course. And of course, the text messaging service should keep them informed as to their walkers' progress.
And it seems to me that we've got one of the best promoted events in the country with Scottish Widows publicity machine. We've got one of the best timing systems in the country. Let's make no mistake about it, there's not many events with a system like that. If there's one thing that could damage the parish walk now, it's safety. I know how concerned you are every year about the road safety, and you introduce new measures every year to reduce the risk. You can never take the risk away, but I believe you've made some more changes this year.
Yes, indeed. I mean, safety is the number one priority, and it is our ever-present nightmare that perhaps a walker would be injured. This year we've introduced a rule whereby walkers carrying an illuminated light source will need to have that light visible from both front and behind. So we're recommending that people carry the arm fixed torches, which of course have white and red flashing lights, and I think these are the best things to increase their visibility at night. Along with the high visibility clothing, reflective bibs, we're looking to the walkers to carry the lights, particularly after 10 p.m. Along the northern section of the course.
And if it rains like it did 2 years ago, would you allow it to carry on in those conditions?
Well, I think if we had the severity of weather that we had 2 years ago, we would certainly look to stop the race. When one looks back, one realises just how bad things were. But of course, at the time, we thought that perhaps things would clear up. One always has an optimism that there will be a bright cloud, a bright bit of sky behind that cloud. But of course, we had really the worst of weather that we could possibly have expected. In such circumstances, again, I think the race would be stopped. And we have, of course, a mechanism in place now should severe weather intervene or some other incident which would cause the race to be halted. We have a mechanism whereby everybody would be informed, again through texting, which is going to be the primary mode of communication. Each of the support vehicles, of course, will have their mobile number registered on their website, and that would be the way we would use to convey such a message that the race was stopped. We always look at road closures. We look to the Department of Infrastructure to try to help us with as many road closures in the early part of the race, early part of the day particularly, and we will be introducing further restrictions on traffic along the Maloo Road up to and back from Maloo Church. There will not be race traffic allowed on that section.
Thank you very much, Ray. We're in one of the coldest Novembers on record. Let's hope that by the time the event comes round in 6.5 months' time, I think it is, that we have perfect weather conditions. I hope so.
Guaranteed, Murray.
Thank you.